Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the Afterlife server, and things continue to get crazy here. I'm not even going to ask what's happening, but in the last episode you may remember that we did build up the quid game here, and I believe this has been quite successful and I think players have been paying their diamonds. So let's take a look underground in my secret little entrance that probably isn't that secret anymore. Okay, I believe someone's been in here because I did not leave these here. And I have 64, almost 2 stacks of diamonds. Yes, let's check on the prizes. We do have some prizes still left in the system. Looks like a lot of the special prizes that we made have been taken, so that's quite good. I'll refill up some more prizes today. So this has been by far the most profitable shop that I've made in a long time in Minecraft. So good to see that it's been popular. I think going to put in some different little incentives into the prize pool here. I'm thinking of a system where we have tokens that people can win, and those tokens can be redeemed maybe somewhere else. Maybe I'll build it here or at my base or something like that, and that way people can then redeem their prizes. I'll think about it a little bit more and update later on today, but we do have some prizes still left in the system, and yeah, grab those diamonds and let's head back over to the base. Well, I think this episode is going to be dedicated to completing a lot of odd jobs we have around the area. So for example, this street here is looking good. I like how it is turning out. I do have one more building that I've designed up to go right here at the side of this one, and then it will take us on to this corner where the building will wrap around to go along this side. So I think then today we'll build up the one left here. I think it's about the same width maybe as this one. That goes right here, and then like I said, leads on to the corner. You'll be happy to know that I have actually started a design up for something that's going to go around our iron farm right there. It will take a while to complete as it is quite a large build, but at least we are on track to having a build done for that iron farm in the next couple of episodes. Another thing I've been doing is trying to get the crops and things all finished, so I've built up a little micro farm in here, and the design I will link down in the description. For what I used is just a little redstone micro farm. You just stand here, hold down with a carrot or potato or something, and then bone meal, etc., all that magic, and you get those crops. Obviously I did need the potatoes and carrots for the fields, and it's coming along nicely, but the one thing we're missing still is some beetroot and some netherwort, and Ash was online and he kindly offered some netherwort to me and then helped me find some beetroot. Oh jeez, the amount of barrels in here. I feel like I'm in a mini game, like find the beetroot in the barrels before you die.
There's one other spot I may think to look. Greenery. Aha!
Does he have
3 beetroot seeds?
The beets?
It's fine. You'll grow a bunch and then you can just
give them by. That's fine. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine.
And who actually is going to be like, my 14 beetroot seeds?
Well, me, because I thought I had some and then I don't, and then I've spent like days looking for beetroot. So big thank you to Ash for helping out with those crops and things. They are all in place now. I'm just waiting on them to grow up and then we can check it out. And I was walking around the base looking for little odd jobs we had to do. And I came across Benji here, who's been here since the very start of the season. Of course, we have Gippy up there who, well, it is Benji. Yes, it's Benji, not Gippy, nope. But yes, GP had actually returned the Benji here, so I think it's time to move him because it's going to be buildings and pathways and things running along this way as the street. So yeah, it's time for you to go now, I'm afraid. Wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the? What just happened? Did GP put some TNT under that? Oh my god. Oh, I have composed myself now. I did have a bit of a heart attack as I'm still on 0 deaths, so that was a close one. I didn't actually take too many hearts of damage, but that is a pretty deep crater that I ended up in there. Oh my goodness. I suppose I better fill in this hole then and get to work on the building and things I spoke about down there. Need to gather up the resources and then I think we can start working on a few pathways and things. Like I said, I want one running up here and then probably a few custom trees to fill out this area a little bit. And I think a building to go here around the mine shaft would be good because we do want to be able to access that and fill out this section a little bit better. We can carry on a path probably up this way down to the fishing village area and docks once we build them up. But like I said, first of all, let's build up the little building on the end of our main street. Our brand new building is now complete, and this one does finish off this street quite nicely, as we're going to walk and go around the corner now. But it is a pretty simple one, a smaller, skinnier design, a few windows and things. I like the use of these signs on the side, acting as a bit of design for the bracing of this wall here, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. One thing I do want to do though in some of these buildings is here, like I'm imagining a lot of these are like shop fronts, with these windows being the displays for the shop. So I'm thinking of putting things in here behind some of these windows that you would be walking by on the player's eye line. I think that would work nicely for some of them. And then for other windows, like the ones up there, I do want to black out with some black concrete behind. I did use the blackstone there on these ones because I didn't have any black dye at the time, but I don't like the design, the pattern that you can see through the back, so I think I'm going to change out all of these actually for the black concrete, just to black out those windows a little bit better. I may actually put some lighting or something behind some of them, that way they look as if they are, maybe the lights are on. I think it would look cool at night, just doing one or two with a light on and the rest of them all blacked out. So I'm going to go and get the materials to do that, and think about little designs I can put in some of these shops to make them come to life just that little bit more. Before we do that though, I do want to update you as we are in our traditional spot for checking this out, but the crop fields have all grown up and they are finished, so there we go, that is the finished product right there. As you can see, it's looking a lot better with all of the crops in place. We do have all of the carrots and potatoes, beetroot and things that we have grown up and planted. They've all fully grown now, and I think the colours, the shape, the different textures really does bring this crop field to life. One thing that I've noticed though that I will need to get to working on today is that we will need to move these chests out the way, and we will need to build out the land here, as this part of the path is floating and then the part over here is floating. So I'm going to fix up the dirt and things, bring it up to meet with the path. I wonder on this side of the path if I should have a retaining wall matching this side of the path with the farms and things on, and that can come down to meet up with probably around about here where Wintertooth's path starts, and then this one can just be left open to the field of grass right here. So I think we're going to do that as well, but first of all let's go over and sort out all of the little windows we have in our village. And just like that, after a little bit of time, I've swapped out the blackstone for the black concrete there. It looks a lot better as it just looks like a dark window. I've added in some of these sea lanterns as lights in a few of them. Hopefully, I think from a distance it will look a lot better. Then as we take a walk around here, more of them just blacked out, and the few ones at the front have little window designs or little things here. So this one could be like a clothing store, I think would work good for this one. I might do some more decorations outside to sell that this is a clothing store, but we do have a few of the outfits and things there. Then the next one, this one will be a redstone shop. So again, we have a display here. We've got a little observer firing in the back. We have a torch on a piston, comparator, some redstone blocks. I also like this design here as like a wallpaper. I think that's pretty cool. But again, same with all of these. I think I could probably add in a few details of things to the outside, like a sign or something hanging to tell that this is a redstone shop. Currently there's no interior, so just don't go in there. Finally, on the top one here, on the end one, we have a library. So as you can see, we do have some bookshelves, a couple of looms, a little plan, and a book just there. Let's take a better look. Right there. So again, pretty good. Adds a lot more life to this area as you're coming in. I'm down visiting from the portal side here. We're going to come down, and a nice atmosphere that we see here. Let's take a look at it with shaders. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. Okay, we walk down here. A little bit of a shadow, which is pretty cool because it gives that nice bit of shade here and atmosphere as you walk through and take a look at all the buildings. The lights really pop now in these little window displays with the shaders on like that. And then we have our end one here with the clothes. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this build and the village in general, how it's turning out. I think it's cool. We do need to work on all the buildings in this section, and then we do need to come up and connect all the buildings around the back. So right here, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this corner section, and then we will have a large building around this iron farm, as we spoke about before. Closing off this little courtyard area, maybe some towers and things coming from the tops of these buildings once I connect up all of the roof sections. But all in all, flying in here, I am very happy with the progress, and I want to keep on working on this. And I promise I am not procrastinating working on the main mega base over there. We will get to that at some point. Maybe I'll do some planning for that, but I want to get at least over this section done. Just to connect up all this courtyard, like I said, the building there. Add in a lot more trees and things just to make this area, or this part of the base, feel a lot more complete. Other than that though, again, happy with it. And I think now we want to go over there and work on the little path, make the wall and things connect, and terraform out the land a little bit better. But before we could do that, Ash then stopped by with an important mission regarding the war at spawn between the DSMC and Drippo.
Aha!
Hi.
PP!
Hello.
I'm in your sick port, or your sick house again. Hello.
Probably don't stand in there for too long. I'll make it sick.
Yeah.
Let's just close that
Okay.
off.
Ooh, what has been Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, so many pretty things. Okay, we can talk about that later.
Yes.
I have something important for you.
Okay.
And I was trying to find the right guy.
Alright, okay.
Alright, and here's a few things that I like about you. When we built the pirate fortress, you did fantastically at defending it with all of the trebuchets and the
like cannons
the
and
cannons.
things.
Yes, yes. So I have here some Lazarus organicus von Breiteblooms.
What?
You can just call them laser plants for short. That's the scientific name.
Wait, laser plants?
Yes, organic laser plants.
okay, that's a new one. Alright, okay.
Right now it looks like I'm holding lasers, but I promise these are raw, so they're not really in action.
They'll
You gotta,
like burn your hand and...
yeah, there's like a chemical reaction, something happens chemically that
Science.
activates them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have a much more ambitious task for you now. Wait, I need a bed. Hold on.
I have
hold
bed.
that thought. So the ambitious plans I have for you. I need some laser-related weapons to destroy drones.
Okay. So these weapons, they need to fire your organic lasers?
Well, yes, activate them and then shoot the lasers. They're actually more red in color when they're launched. It's kind of interesting. But
okay. These are safe to hold, yeah?
Yeah. I made a little prototype at my base. We don't need to worry about that because I'm sure you can make something much better than me.
Right, okay. So, let me get this straight. So, that means... So, will I be fighting against DSMC then?
Absolutely. That is what we are doing.
Because I feel like, I do have some shares still in DSMC, so... But to be honest, Tank scares me.
He's a little scary.
Yeah, he's a little...
And he's been harming the public health and safety of the public for a while.
Yes, all of the health. All of the safety.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Drippo, he's only there to defend people, and now look what Tink's doing. He is attacking Spawn, quite literally.
It is.
It's scary.
It's a dangerous place. It's a dangerous place.
Yes.
Okay, so all right. Okay. I'm in. I am in. I am signed up. I am in. But
okay.
I think that, I do have a lot of magic experience, so maybe I can use that to build these weapons.
Oh, yes. I do notice there's some like supernatural things. Like, what is this?
Yeah, a lot of things happen here that I don't quite understand myself, like this island's floating. I have some sort of dragon,
You got like this thing over here. Like, look at all this floating stuff. You see that?
This one, don't look at this one over here. Don't look at that.
It's not magic?
No, that's it. We don't speak about that.
Okay.
That doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I can try my best. So these weapons going to be used by Drippo and his family?
Yes. Wow, you already knew. Yep, Drippo has a family. I didn't know until a little while ago, and apparently, we're gonna build him, or I'm gonna build him. and then you're gonna help me build some weapons for him. I mean, that is basically the plan.
Right, okay. Well, I better get to work then, because there is a lot of things to consider here, so. Alright, man. Bye-bye. So we now have a path that is no longer floating. We terraformed out the land over this side here. Goes down into some hills, down to this valley, and leads on to Wintertooth's path. The edges still need a little bit of work. You see the grass still hasn't fully grown here, and some core starting things need added to the edges. I do want to add in some trees. I think a large tree right there hanging over our crop field would look pretty cool. Maybe another few smaller ones on this side and make this area look a lot more natural. I did have plans to go up here in this section, but I'm not 100% sure yet what there will be or what it's going to look like. So for now, I think we're going to add in some trees and things. Maybe in the next episode, that'll be pretty fun to do. I do need to finish this path. I think for Wintertooth, he'd done the start of it here with the cobblestone, but I think the rest of the path has mossy cobble and things like the glow-like kind of things on the edges and moss and stuff like that around the side. So I might continue that, finish off this path for him just until we get down to where the bridge is over there. All in all though, I'm happy that it's done this. I've added in the wall up here, as you can see as well. So this leads all the way up to our windmill, completing off this area quite nicely. The last thing I want to do today is check out Quid Game, as I think people have still been playing this. So let me I actually added in this little light system here. So when the light is on, there is still prizes in the system. Just using a little comparator, I added in a sign. If redstone lamp is out, then we are out of prizes. And this sign is here for the sake of symmetry, because yes, symmetry. Let's take a look underneath and check if we have made more diamonds. I think we have 15. Awesome. So how many prizes do we have left? Not very many at all, so we do need to come back and do a little bit of a restock, maybe next episode. And yeah, I think then that's going to have to do it for today's episode. I want to thank you very much for watching. Next episode, it looks like we're going to be building up some weapons for Dripple's family to use in the war at spawn. So it's time to put our brains to the test and come up with some weapons and defences for him to use and his family against the SMC. But with that, guys, that's all I have time for today. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, bye bye.